Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rebecca. If you haven't been here before, welcome. So today's video is super fun and exciting. It feels like forever since I have chatted to you guys, so I'm excited to be back, I guess. But today we are going to do the first part of a little series that I am starting called Visiting Every Bookshop in Philadelphia. So the gist of it is pretty self-explanatory, but today I'm going to be visiting a couple of bookshops in Philly. Philly is currently where I live, and I love exploring bookshops, and I haven't really had a chance to visit very many of them in the area. So that is my plan for today. I think I'm going to try and visit 4. I have a huge list of bookshops that I want to go to during this series. But if you have any that are your faves or that you think I might not know of, drop them down in the comments down below. And if you like videos like this, then make sure to subscribe because we're going to be doing more of these. So yeah, I've just gotten ready for the day. I got my yellow dress on. I'll show you guys here. I know this room is a mess. Ignore. But yeah, so this is my little outfit for today. I'm sure I'll throw a photo up in here if I have one, if I take one. But first, we are off to Bookhaven. This is the only bookstore in Philadelphia, well, recently, I guess, one of the only bookstores in Philadelphia that I have recently been to. And I love this store. It's a used bookstore, so I'm going to take you along with me. And it is one day after the Tortured Poets department, Miss Taylor Swift graced us with her new album, her 2 new albums. So I feel like this is the perfect vibes for book shopping and feeling angsty and just having a great day. So that's what we're gonna do. We got the musical vibes, we got the cute outfit, we got the, I don't know, we're ready to go. We're ready to go. So let's go. Let's just go.
Been to California, never been to LA, so I'll stay home and write these songs, pretend I'll make it someday. My friends are getting married, they're all settling down, so I'll lay here, watch the ceiling fan go round and round. It's always gone too fast, like a trip to the beach or the life of James Dean. And it kills me to think I'm avoiding the pill I can't swallow. Seen my twin brother, I keep missing his calls. It's funny just how easily a family can drift apart. I'm finally getting married to an angel in human form, but I still think about Nashville. We're staying here the right call. It's always gone too fast, like a trip to the beach or the life of James Dean. And it kills me to think I'm avoiding the pill I can't swallow.
Okay, we're coming up on the second bookshop. This one's Book Corner, I believe. Yeah, Book Corner. And it is also used books. It looks like they do accept donations as well. And I've been to Bookhaven a few times and I've been to this one only once. So I'm excited to see it again, go inside. And then the other two we're going to, or at least I think there will be two, are completely new to me. So let's go inside and like check out the selection.
Baby, you got me going oh so crazy. You got me in my mind, I've been thinking so lately. Broke down, I've done it all before. Words are said, but they left right through the door. Like a storm that's under the sun. I'm unknown to the one I love. Play it out, baby girl, I'm lying. No doubt, baby, you got me wired. Thought I had it all figured out. 1 foot forward as I break down. I know you're tired, broke down. I know each.
Okay, so I'm kind of away from the madness now because I was in a really busy area. But we are going to Neighborhood Books, I believe. The last place was cute. I just feel like, so the books are cheaper, which is great. I think it was like $4 for a hardcover and then like $3 and $2 for the rest, except for their like special books, which might be priced more. These girls are taking their like garage photos over here and they're so cute. But so it's not my favorite because I feel like the selection isn't quite as good as Bookhaven. Like their books are more expensive, but they seem to have like more quantity within their like shelves. So, but I'm really excited to see this next place because I've never been here before. So this will be my first time and possibly your first time. So let's go. Okay, I'm thinking we found it. Books. Got books.
Take off, little airplane boy, and head for the clouds. Show me the sky and the sights and the sounds. I've been needing a break, been bearing my weight, and I'm grateful. Take off, little sailor boy, and set for the sea. I've been craving the feeling of a cold ocean breeze. Can you take me away from this boring old place? Got me dreaming. Little music boy sings, cause it's all that he knows. Little music boy sings everywhere that he goes. Little music boy sings in his bedroom alone. Little music boy sings about things far away, about people and places that let him escape. Little music boy in his bedroom alone.
Okay, got the books. I think that place kind of like surprised me because I didn't expect, like I looked for a while and I didn't really see anything I liked, and then I did. So it's definitely the kind of place where you really have to dig if you're interested in finding something. It's not just gonna like jump out at you. Okay, so we are back in my house. I cannot even tell you how tired I am, and I literally just went to 3 bookstores today. I was supposed to go to 4, but then I was like, you know what, I'll save for another day. So, yeah, I just wanted to tell you about the 3 places I went to. Obviously, I chatted a little bit about them while we were walking around. So the first place is called Bookhaven. It is in the Fairmount area of Philadelphia. It is really cute. It's a used bookstore. You can make donations there if you want, and you can get store credit. And they have lots of different fiction and non-fiction books, so there's a lot of options there. It is right next to the Eastern State Penitentiary, so it's a really pretty area. And I just wanted to mention, for each one, the best place that I think, the fun little things to do around that area as well. So for Bookhaven, there is OCF Coffee House, which is a great little coffee shop right nearby. You can read there, you can do work there, you can hang out there. It's a pretty large space. Then there is, like I said, the penitentiary itself, which is beautiful. You can go inside and walk around, but also you can walk around the outside where there are a lot of gardens, especially in the springtime like this. It's really pretty. And on the other side, there is an entrance for a shared garden space that you can walk through, as well as some little libraries. So that's a really fun area to just prance around and check out. You're not too far from the art museum either, but it is a really fun little area. There's really great places to eat. There's ice cream. So I definitely suggest, if you are going to Bookhaven, to make a little afternoon of it. There is plenty of stuff to do. I would say the best places to read around Bookhaven are probably near the penitentiary. There's some benches and seats and a park on the other side, as well as the coffee house. So from Bookhaven, I ended up getting Donna Tartt's The Secret History and Assistant to the Villain. I actually saw this one right as I was checking out, and I snagged it, and the woman told me that she had just put it out, so she was like, that didn't last long. But the Assistant to the Villain was $10, and The Secret History was $9. Bookhaven, of the 3 that I went to, was the most expensive, but I would also say has a very large selection, and the books are in pretty decent condition. So I'm pretty excited about these 2. The second one I went to was Book Corner, which is also kind of in the Fairmont Center City area. It is close to the Free Public Library, which is really cool. It was a really cute space. You go in, and obviously you've seen it because I showed you. But I would say the best things to do around there are the public library right around the corner, which is huge, and it's a beautiful building. So even if you can't check out books because you don't have a library card, I would still suggest going and just walking around. It's really pretty. There's a decent amount of green space and parks over there as well. And then really close to there is the Rodin Museum. It is a beautiful area. You do have to get tickets to go to the museum, but the space walking by, it's just really pretty. And so I would say the best place to read is probably the public library if you are going to get a book from the Book Corner and you want somewhere to sit. There are a couple of coffee shops as well. I feel like the closest one is a Starbucks. But yeah, it's probably of the 3 areas, my least favorite area to walk around, but definitely a really cute little bookstore. And I didn't get anything from there. I would say of the 3, the selection at the Book Corner was a little bit older, a little bit more dated, but they had the best book deals. It was the cheapest by far, with hardcovers being $4 and everything else being $3 or $2 unless it was a special edition. So if you find something that you really like there, it's going to be extremely cheap and well worth your while. Definitely has also pretty big selection in terms of genres. It has nonfiction, it has fiction, it has children's and teens and young adults. It has memoirs and history and cookbooks and art. So definitely worthwhile going to. And then the last place I went to was called Neighborhood Books. And this one was in Rittenhouse area. So it was a couple miles away from Rittenhouse, not miles, it was a couple blocks away from Rittenhouse Square. This was the first time I'd ever been to this one before. It was also a used bookstore. So that's 3 used bookstores in this video. As I explore more of the Philadelphia book scene, I'm curious to see if this is a trend where most of the bookstores bookstores are used, or if I just happen to pick 3 used bookstores for this video to visit. I chose these bookstores because they are relatively in the same area. Not the same area, but close enough that like I walked from Bookhaven to Book Corner to Neighborhood Books. It was a far walk for the last stretch, but I still walked. So I would say like that's why I chose these, and I'm going to try and continue to do that. The farther I go into this, the more difficult it's going to be because the more spread out the bookstores will become. But I would say these are doable to do all together. It's just like this is the activity, is stopping for coffee, grabbing ice cream, going to the bookstores, and just like doing the search. So this bookstore I would say is right in the middle when it comes to prices. It had a decent selection, but not as good as Bookhaven. Bookhaven probably has the best selection. And I would say this one, you definitely had to do a little bit more of your own like digging to find things that would catch your eye, in my opinion. But they did have a really great store-wide deal going on where you would buy 3 books and you get the 4th free. And you know, I had to hop on that because I love a free book. So I got 4 books from this bookstore for the price of 3. And the first book I got was Bridget Jones's Diary by Helen Fielding. This book was $6. So I just really like the cover is like, you know, old 2000s, 90s cover. I've never read Bridget Jones's Diary. I know it's like a series, and I was really excited about it. So I grabbed that one. Then I grabbed The Fates and Furies by Lauren Groff. This book is a newer book that I've like seen around, and the cover is just stunning. So I just couldn't not, I was just so drawn to it because of that. This one was, I think, maybe $8.95. So probably the most expensive of the books that I got from this bookstore. As I was checking out, the guy at the counter told me that there's a really fun twist, or that there's like a really big twist at the end of this book. And so I was like, that makes me even more excited to read it. So yes, I got this one. Then I got The Perks of Being a Wallflower by Stephen Chbosky. I've seen this cover like 1,000,001 times, and I was just like, oh, this feels like an old cover to me. They may still be selling this exact cover, but I've only ever seen the movie. I've never read the book, and this also kind of feels like a classic to me. The book was $5.90, and yeah, I guess I just want to read these books that like everyone has read. They're supposed to be really great. I guess I'm just drawn to these books right now that like possibly are a little bit older, but that like a lot of people have read and have been notorious for being good books that have, you know, spurred movies off of them. And then the last book I got, this is kind of like a chonky one. This was $5.95, and this was The Perfect Couple by Ellen Hildebrand. And I read an Ellen Hildebrand book last year, and I have since then been craving another one. Actually, I read 2 last year. I just love her writing. I wouldn't say that it falls into like specifically one genre. I think this was in the lit fic section, but it has like mystery in it, and it has romance, and it has like town drama. That's how the book that I read, the first book that I read of hers, was like that. It was like, there's a mystery, there's a ghost, there's drama, there's romance, there's intrigue, there's cheating. And so I was just like, her books have a little bit of everything, and I'm so excited to read this, and hopefully I like it, but I'm like ready for the summer reads. So this is obviously a very, very summery cover. So yeah, these are the books that I got today, and I'm pretty pleased with that. And for neighborhood books, I don't know the Rittenhouse area quite as well as some other areas, but I would say that the best place to read is definitely going to be the park on a beautiful day like it was today. Rittenhouse Square is really cute. They have farmers markets and stuff. They had one today going on. There are a ton of coffee shops around that area. I went to one called Elixir recently, and it was so good. I got their strawberry matcha oat milk latte, and it was like amazing. amazing. And the other cool thing to do around there is a space called Photo Lounge, and they develop film photos as well as like helping you to like print or enlarge photos if you have, you do digital photography and you want a photo made so you can hang it on the wall. So that is a space that I also think is super dope and not something that you see everywhere. Like they're kind of more rare now. So yes, those are my favorite things to do, my favorite places to read in these areas. And this is the first part of a series of me visiting every bookstore in Philadelphia. And ideally at the end of this, I will be able to give you sort of a ranking. I think all these bookstores have value within themselves. So I'm not going to necessarily directly rank them, but I will tell you which ones are my favorite and which ones are best for certain vibes. With that, this video is complete. I hope you liked it. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you have more bookstores that you think I should check out, whether it be in the Philadelphia area, the New Jersey area, or honestly anywhere, as I travel, I love to go to bookstores. So if you have suggestions for cool bookstores in areas where you think I should travel to, then drop them down below in the comments. I would love that. Make sure to hit the subscribe button for more content like this and to see my face again. And I love you guys, and I will see you in the next one.